Hi, welcome to Savis Fashion Studio. My name is Savita. In our previous classes, we had shown using different pressure feet with your electric home sewing machines, and some of you asked if there are any attachments or pressure feet available for pedal or industrial sewing machine. So in this class, I'm showing one of the useful attachments to use with your industrial or pedal sewing machines, which is called a hem folder. This is of Wayken brand, and if you see here, it shows the width of the hem. This is 5/8 of an inch, and also it comes with a sample stitched fabric which shows the hem width. You can buy this on our website savisfashionstudio.com. So let's see how to use this. So this is the attachment I'm referring to. It's of Wayken brand. It's called a hemmer or hem folder, and the width of the hem is mentioned here. This is 5/8 of an inch or 16 mm. There are different widths available, 1/8 of an inch or 3 mm, and we also have 1/4 inch folder. So let's see how to attach this and use it. So this is how it comes. This is the attachment, and along with that you also get a sample which shows the width of the hem. So this is 5/8 of an inch. Now let's see how to use this. I am demonstrating on my Juki industrial sewing machine, but it can be used with any other similar machine, industrial or pedal sewing machines. Now there is a screw here which allows you to adjust the hemmer, and this part here fixes to the sewing machine. In any such industrial or pedal sewing machine, you will see this, and this is where we'll attach this attachment. You need a screw to attach it here. This screw does not come with this hemmer, but when you buy this attachment on our website, we will send it along with the screw. You can put the screw in any of these holes, place it and tighten. Tighten the screw completely, because when you're sewing this should not be moving. Now adjust this such that this part is aligned to the needle. You can loosen the screw and move this, and then tighten. Now we are ready to sew. Again, when you do not want to use this hemming attachment, you don't need to remove it completely. You can just push it aside and do your normal sewing. And when you're doing your normal sewing, this can also help as a seam guide. That is, if you want to stitch at 3/4 of an inch, you can just adjust this, keeping it 3/4 inch away from the needle, and that can help you as a guide when sewing. So you don't need to remove the attachment. It can be here, and only when needed you can bring it and align it to the needle. So let's see how to sew with this. So this is 5/8 inch folder. So at the hem, add 5/8 of an inch plus 1/4 inch for folding inside. Now only at the beginning you do it manually. That is, fold 1/4 of an inch and then 5/8, and just start sewing. Now use the attachment. Now take the edge of the fabric, put it in here and bring it up and push the attachment close to the needle. Now if you see here, this is moving. This should not. It should be in place. So tighten this screw here. Now you only need to make sure the fabric is going straight. The folding will be done automatically. Now if you see, I'm not folding, I'm just holding the fabric here. I slightly lift the fabric. It makes it easier to move forward. The advantage of this attachment is mainly it saves time and it gives an even seam. When you fold it manually, you may go wrong, but here it's so much easier. This can be used to finish the hem of the shirts, dresses, skirts, or any other garment that you're making. And depending on the width of the hem, you can use different attachments. Now if you see here, this is 6 mm, or it gives a 1/4 inch seam, as you see here. Let me also show 1/4 inch folder on other fabric, because cotton is anyways easy. Let's also try on satin. So I'm removing the screw, and I'm removing this attachment and putting the 6 mm folder. Only at the beginning fold a little and fold again. I'm using a contrast thread so that you can see clearly. Now put the edge of the fabric inside and let it come over. Now push this. Now In this, you just make sure the fabric here does not go down like this. Make sure there's enough fabric to fold under. That's all you need to do. Rest will be done by the hammer. This may take some practice, so practice on scrap fabric first. So you can see the seam is even and this is on the right side. So even such fabrics, it's easier to sew with this attachment. Now we have sewn straight seams. Let's also try the curved seams. I'm using a 1/4 inch hem folder. So I'm folding 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch again and sewing a little, and then we'll be using the hem folder. Now without stretching the fabric, you'll need to sew. With the left hand, you'll just keep rotating the fabric. And if you feel the fabric is stretching, you can push the fabric from behind. Only thing you have to make sure is the fabric does not go off the loop here. The loop should be covered with the fabric. So this is so much easier to sew with this hem folder rather than folding manually with your hands. But this may take a little practice, so before doing on the actual garment, you should always try on a scrap fabric. So when you're reaching the point where you started, you will need to remove the fabric from the folder and then do the last bit manually. So this is how it is. I found this very easy for curved hem also. So you can see the hem is even. Thanks for watching this class. See you soon in the next class. Until then, happy sewing.